Good morning, welcome to La Cucina. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all my followers. Thank you so much for following me and watching my video. I really appreciate it. Today we're gonna make a dish that actually we can dedicate it to Sicily because in Sicilia this dish was born, which is spaghetti with pane grattugiato e acciuga. It means it's spaghetti with breadcrumbs and anchovies. And it's delicious. It's defined as the poor dish because back then, you know, when people had no much food, that's what they did. So in my town, it's amazing because everybody in Italy loves this dish. And my mom and dad used to do it all the time. But enough talk, check it out. Okay, so in a pan, we're gonna add some olive oil. You guys can see it, right? The pan is already hot. I put the heat on already, the flame already on. So now with that, we're gonna put garlic. In Italian we say spicchi di aglio, and over here we say garlic clove, right? Now we have to wait that this beautiful garlic clove stays nice this way. And we have to let it cook a little. Now over here you guys can see I have the pasta water that is boiling already. Then I'm going to throw the pasta in. But I want to cook this first. So now we are adding the anchovies just like that. And be careful, if you want to put a cover on it you can, because sometimes it just jumps on you. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to get splashed. Let it cook a little first. Now the traditional dish doesn't have the hot pepper, but I'm gonna put in hot pepper because that's what I like. I just throw it in. Lower the flame. Now you gotta cook this anchovy until it just dissolves inside. I don't want to splash anybody. You guys are from there, you never know. Help yourself a little bit. Let's do this, because I don't want no splashing around, olive oil everywhere. And in the meantime, the pasta here, the water for the pasta, it's almost boiling. And we're gonna get some spaghetti, and we are gonna throw it in. We're just making it for me, so I'm not gonna put too much. About 100 grammi maybe, I don't know, we'll see. And we don't cook the spaghetti, we make it al dente. The spaghetti usually takes between 9 minutes, 10 minutes to cook, maybe less. So we're gonna cook it for like half the time, because then I'm gonna throw it in here and finish cooking it in the pot. So I'm gonna just throw them in for now. Let it get mushy and go into the water. And this becomes a nice little sauce because this anchovies, they're gonna break all over. It's safe to do this. You have to add a little olive oil because you want a little bit of sauce on it, in it. And this is gonna break in. Because later when we put the spaghetti in it, you're gonna see how nice it's gonna be. This becomes almost like a little sauce. The garlic, you can take it off after. I like it. I keep it in because I like the garlic. I'll eat it. You know, most of the time you can take it all off. You don't want them to burn because when they burn, it becomes a little bit of So I put it on the side and then I'll have it. Now, in the meantime, put another pot, small frying pan, right here. And push the pasta down in. Okay. And the pasta is going to release a little bit of starch. And then that's why we don't want to cook the pasta completely, because we're going to put it in here and finish cooking it there. In the meantime, what we do, we're going to toast our breadcrumbs. That's enough. You don't want to put more than that. As we toast the breadcrumbs, you have to turn it. Make sure that it gets nice and brown. Once they get on the brown side, now they're not brown yet, it takes time. But once they get on the brown side, then you'll be able to mix it with the pasta. I'll show you what we do. My father used to love this dish. My dad absolutely loved this. He used to make it all the time for us, actually. Now, this is a Sicilian dish, though. It's now original from Molfetta. But every town has almost the same dish, and they change it up a little bit. Some people put olives in it. Some people put anchovies and tuna in it. You know, they change it up, but the traditional one is just the anchovies with the spaghetti and the breadcrumbs. Come on, Pop. My puppy wanted to come back in. Always be careful now not to burn the bread. If you want to put a little bit of olive oil, you can, but I'm not, because there's a lot of olive oil in here. Another thing, in the pasta, it's not, the water is not salty, because anchovies are already salty. So don't forget that. I'm toasting this bread, and I bought the seasoned bread. So the seasoned breadcrumbs. So you don't have to put any parsley in there, because some people, they like to put the parsley as well. I'm not doing that. You see, I'm putting more olive oil. You can see how this is changing. It is, you know, the anchovies are cooking. They become like a sauce, like a little sauce. They don't even, let me see if I can do this. And voila, much better. See, the garlic is getting a little on the brown side. Once it gets a little too brown, I'll take it out. Even though I like it like that. And the pasta, it's cooking. Now what you do is this. See, there is starch in this pasta. So what do? You take a little mestolo of water from the pasta and you put it in there. And let it cook. See what it does? It becomes a little on the creamy side after. This dish, I tell you, brings back a lot of memories. I hope everybody's safe. I hope you guys are all safe, because you know the COVID started to go up again. This morning in New York City, they said 21,000 people was infected in one day. It's amazing. Amazing. I hope we find the cure, but it looks like we're gonna live with this for a long time. My bread is getting nice and toasted. When it gets like golden brown, then you can take it off. Turn it off, you don't have to. As long as you turn it on, because you don't want to burn it. Even though burnt bread is delicious. I remember that. When I was a kid, I used to love that. Okay, almost there. If you guys can see this, it's getting golden brown. Very nice. I love it. Okay, I'm turning that off. This is good. Beautiful. Nice golden brown. So what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to put it over there to cool off a little bit. And the pasta, look at this. This is like almost like a sauce. You can even see like the anchovies, they're like all broken apart. That's why what it does, it gives a flavor to this like kind of natural sauce with olive oil, a little bit of water, and the pasta. And it changes the flavor of this. And it becomes really, really nice. And this is a traditional Sicilian dish that is spread all over the world. And everybody loves it. I'll try the pasta because I cannot cook it too much. Okay, almost there, still a little too top. We'll get a little more water from the pasta. We pour in here again. Like I said, you don't need salt in this because the anchovy is already salty. And the story about this is the breadcrumb was used instead of using the cheese because they didn't have any money to buy cheese. So that's how this started. I'm sure the old timers, when they see this, they're gonna say, oh, it brings back a lot of memories. Or even my age, you know, I'm not that old. But whoever grew up in the area that I grew up, or in Sicily, they definitely know this dish. I'm gonna take the pasta out now. Turn off this, take the pasta. And we pour it right in here. And we finished cooking it in here now. It's beautiful. So now, little by little, we are adding the breadcrumbs. Not all of it. You gotta leave a little bit to the end. And mix it all up. Mix it nice. And let it finish cooking. Papa. If he was still with us, you would have seen this, you would have said, oh, give me some, bring me some. See now the water, it was absorbed by the bread. a little bit by the bread and also the spaghetti. And this is almost finished cooking. And this is the pasta with anchovy and breadcrumbs toasted. That's it. Close it off. Ooh, that's a lot of pasta. Beautiful. Then what I do with my hand, right on top, it's almost like you put cheese on it, but it's not cheese, it's breadcrumbs. So, we have to celebrate, right? It's Merry Christmas. This is my own wine. I made it this year, and I wrote down my label. And this is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Petit Shiraz, and Barbera wine. So press it, squeeze the grape, ferment it, and now we're drinking it. If I can open the bottle. So we're gonna celebrate this way. Ending of the new year, the old year, and starting the new year, hopefully in good health, everybody. This is amazing. It's an amazing Nero da Tavola. It's not like a Sicilian wine, which we bought in Sicily when we went in September. Salute and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Ah, delicioso. So now, the king. We gotta taste this. Let's see. My spaghetti, like Papa used to make. And we'll see how it is. I love it. It's so good. And my addition of my little peperoncino picante, which is the spicy, hot pepper, kicks it up a notch. I tell you, the garlic, This is an old, very old, poor people food tradition. Just like many dishes that we make, like broccoli wrap in pasta, fagioli bean soup, all that stuff. For poor people food, this is so good. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you very much for watching my videos, to support me. Please share with everybody, friends, family. Buon Natale e felice Anno Nuovo. The whole Italian world, speaking Italian, whoever speaks Italian. Buon Natale a tutti. Buon Natale alla mia famiglia in Italia, la mia famiglia in Australia, la mia famiglia in Belgio. E buon anno pieno di felicità. E agli amici, buon anno e buon Natale a tutti quanti. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. See you next year. Ciao. Vicino mare, facciamo amore. Ciao a tutti.